All right, I think we're fixed. I think we're ready. Is having technical difficulties. There is a runner on first. Is OJ Wan who singled to left. I don't know, and then a fly out to left. I don't know how the number three hitter, but that is going to drop down from Noshi Wan. OJ Wan is going to head from first to third, and they've got runners on the corners with two outs. I do not have the lineups updated because I just got home from work. No, two singles already against Wang Dong Ha. I will get the lineups changed and adjusted whenever I get time. Yeah, it misses outside. Peraza getting a start at DH with Kong Baek Ho now injured. Yeah, now that's in there for a strike. 1-1.
Thank you for the recommendation, Donoff 2000.
Thank you, Donna. And I ended up having to work later than I was expecting, as that's Mrs. Lowe. And 2-1. I was supposed to be done at 5:30, but I was instead done at 6:15. And as you can imagine, that doesn't leave a lot of time to get home and get things. That is in there for a strike. 2-2. Jeff. Who is Jeff? Oh, that Jeff. Yeah, he's not allowed in anymore.
Thank you for the recommendation, Easily Eddie.
Thank you, Eddie. Check over on Noshiwan. Again, Hanwha loves to do these little double steal things, especially with two strikes on the hitter. And fouls that right into his arm as Han Jun Soo takes it right into the forearm. Han Jun Soo having an absolutely fantastic offensive year. Dit, dit, da, 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 da. And he pops it up. Left fielder giving chase, and that is going to drop down, and Peraza is going to have himself an RBI single on a question of why is Castro in left. That is why you don't put him in left. Barraza comes through with the early RBI single. What's up, Fish? And No Shiwan goes to first to third, and yeah. All right, Tall and Saw steps in now. Yeah, now that's a ball one way outside, 1-0. So. That's misses it down and away, or down and in, and it's quickly 2-0. Wang Dong-ha got the pop up that he needed to get out of the inning, but not getting it done. That's is in there for a strike on the outside at 2-1. Again, I like Kia just because Hanwha's main RBI guy is now injured. As a swing and a miss there makes it to 2-2. But who knows? Wang Dong-ha isn't the greatest of pitchers. And now that is lifted up, but will slice foul. All right, we've got the away team lineup done, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's work on the old Kia. And a swing and a miss on a pitch off the zone. And that's 3 away, but they get the early lead on 3 singles. We go to the bottom of the first, 1-0 already, Hanwha. Now, let's see if I can get this Kia lineup all fixed. Ba-na-na. For nothing. It is going to get real dirty real quick there. Hanwha, a former Hanwha pitcher, that's why. Oh, Pak Jun Young out on the mound, 4.69 ERA. He's had some good starts to his starts, but often runs into some trouble. All right, Park Jae-hyun will lead things off. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. And he pops that one up, but it gets out of play. And it's quickly 0-2. And misses it down 1-2. Right field. And a swing and a miss. First batter up, first batter down on the strikeout. Almost got the lineup done, ladies and gentlemen, and then I can actually start streaming, broadcasting, all of that fun stuff. All right, just steps the Cassitero. Yeah, no, that's in there for a strike. Cassitero. And he turns on that one, lifts it up. It's going. Tie game. Making up for his big mistake in the outfield. With a solo shot to tie the game. He does tend to give up some homers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and just like that, we've got everything ready. All right, so Castro with a solo shot. Kim Do-young steps in now. That's it, Toro. And a beautiful breaking ball in there. That was disgusting looking. All right, the 1-1 pitch now. And that is going to drop in. He's got a ton of speed into the right corner, but he's just going to cruise into second base with a 1-out double. Brings up a Na-sung bomb. Ground ball, first baseman eats him up. Is he going to beat it out? No. Late to cover it, and he ends up getting to first. We'll see if what they call that. What's up, Supreme? Likewise. Kim Tae-yeon throws the first where the pitcher should have been, but it's way late to get over there. Runners on first and third. That is the 200th base for Na Sung Bam. And Han Jun Soo now steps in. They will give him an infield single. And that is lifted, going, 3-run shot by Hong Jun-soo. I'm not rooting for any team. I'm just hoping that it's a good game, but it is not looking good unless you're a Kia fan. All right, I owe you 2 packs of cards, ladies and gentlemen. 1 for the Castro home run and 1 for the Han Jun-soo. All right, the Castro. Pretty decent to pack. As Kim Sun Bin. The 1-0 misses up high at 2-0. All right, we've got Wong Sung Bin, Pak Sung Han, and Pak Gun-woo. So a pretty solid pack there for the old Castro homer. As that misses outside, and it's 3-0. All right, so let's open up this Han Jun-soo pack, shall we? And he walks him on 4 pitches. All right, so we've got a Jun Jinu, Go Young Pyo, and another Pak Gun-woo. Yeah, they signed a new pitcher, old Bruce Zimmerman. Apparently, he's pitched really well in AAA. As that's another ball 5. Is Kim Ho Young.
Thank you for the recommendation, Mary Kate.
That's lifted up, a center fielder underneath it. Hernandez is done. He's 2 away now, brings up the number 8 hitter.
Thank you for the recommendation, Supreme Dream.
Thank you, Supreme. All right, Pak Sang Jun steps in, 313, skies that one. But foul, I guess. I no idea where that ball went. Yeah, dang Batman. Such a menace. Absolute menace. Yeah, look at him as his final year managing, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, all right, to the 0-1 pitch to Pak Sang Jun. 0 for 4 with 4K, 0 for 5 with 4 Ks, and swing and a miss there. 0 and 2 now. Having a rough go against Hanwha this season. And the 0-2 pitch now sets up on the outside, misses down and in. 1 and 2. And the 1-2 pitch fouls it away. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. Sets up right down the middle. Misses down and in, 2 and 2. They just said that they changed it to an error. Yep, they did. And that is turned on, lifted, and Munyan Bin tracks it down. And that'll be the end of the first, but Kia puts up 4. We go to the second inning, 4-1. My numbers are not working properly. I think now everything is set up and we're good to go. Almost. Okay. Do some number crunching. Uh-oh. That's not good. Suddenly, there we go. Suddenly everything just froze up. All right, to 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for Hanwha in the top of the second. Good morning, Tony. Kim Tae Yun, 288 on this season. That's in there for a strike. Yeah, 0-1. There we go. The 0-1 pitch now sets up down at the knees. Misses up high though. 1-1. All right, there we go. 1-2 pitch now to Kim Tae-yeon. Misses outside at 2-2. Kim Tae-yeon hitting 444 against Kia. 8 hits, one of them being of the souvenir variety. And that's not going to get it done on the swing and a miss. Where you at, Mary Kate? Which one is it? Mary Kate's got a new love. All right, Ito Yoon stepping. Kiwi is, despite Hanwha losing, he is excited for the music. The 1-1 pitch. And fouls that away. 1-2. Don't worry, Kiwi. Oh, Hanwha making a weekday trip. Kiwi, who's number 20? Yeah, another 1-2 lifts it up. Left fielder underneath it, though. 2 away. Brings up Kiwi's fave. Got to start his music early, though. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Way outside. And the 1-1 pitch in there for a strike. 1-2. The last hits was off his brother, ladies and gentlemen. Hasn't had a hit for 3 weeks, but the one he had was a home run off of his brother, the closer for KT. The 1-2 misses outside at 2-2. Is new, the little diagonal stripes on the shirts. As that's a rolled over foul, stays 2-2. I have to check, but I'm pretty sure he has the longest song in the KBO. Yeah. And that slaps that into right field. Who's that one, Kiwi? All right, OJ Wan steps in. Singled and scored a run in his first at bats. 1 for 1 on the day. The 1-0 is lined over the jumping second baseman. Right fielder will come up throwing, and they're going to cut it off. And OJ Wan on base for the second straight inning. Oops, wrong button. Runners on the corners now. Is still 2 outs, though. Da-da-da-da-da. All right, the Che-No steps in. Apparently, he flied out to left in his first at bats. 35 pitches now for Wang Dongha. 30. That's misses way out. 18 in his first inning. 18 now in the second inning. Go out to a little mound visit here. Che-No. I'm touching, I'm touching. Neither one of these pitchers are particularly great. All right, so here we go again. Misses outside at 2-0. Gave up 2 hits with 2 outs in the first inning, giving up 2 hits with 2 outs in the second inning. This is outside, and you don't want to Moon Hyun Bin coming up next with the bases loaded. The 3-0 pitch walks, the bases loaded. All right, Moon Hyun Bin steps up with a chance to do some damage. Pitching coach coming out onto the mound. All right, Moon Hyun Bin fouled out to the catcher in his first at bat. Ah Young. Kiwi Ah Young, whoever that is. That's misses outside, ball 5. fouls it away.
Thank you for the recommendation, Aaron Ramsey 5.
Thank you, Aaron. The 1-1 catches the outside corner. 1-2. And fouls that one away. It stays 1-2. Young, and who's the other one, Kiwi? The one next to Changwon, or Changhua. There's a fouls it again. 1-2. Misses outside at 2-2. And up the middle, he's wide, throws to first. And that'll be it. So they leave the bases loaded. They've left 5 on so far. We go to the bottom of the second. 4-1 Kia. Just squeaking it through, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Mexicana. The 9-1-2 coming up for Kia in the bottom of the second. It's a standard practice for the KBO, isn't it, Jojo? NB. The one I was asking about Kiwi was Unbi. Ooh, already into a new pitcher, Igyo Hoon out on the mound. Oh, he came over with the Sona Sup trade. Kim Gyu Sung will look at ball 1 from him. 1-0 in there for a strike at the top of the zone. 1-1.
Thank you for the recommendation, Angry Jew.
Thank you, Angry. Q. The 1-1 into the dirt to 2-1. Misses up high, 3-1. Got the fire hose out, hosing everybody down. As the 3-1 pitch misses outside, and he walks the first batter. All right, back to the top of the lineup. But Pak Jae Hyun struck out in his first at bat, 0 for 1 on the day. And another ball outside. And the 1-0 is bat flipped. Goodbye. Oh my. Gone. Man, I'm gonna have to order some more cards if Kia keeps this up. Massive bat flip there, ladies and gentlemen, as we'll open up another pack of cards. Again, every home run is a lovely pack of KBO cards. All right. Oh, starting off with Chaewon Tae. He's starting for Samsung today. Chaewon Jun, the leadoff hitter and center fielder, right fielder for KT. And Soho Cho, the utility guy for NC. And the 1-1, a swing and a miss. Castro already won the home run today. Kiwi, you gonna keep watching? At least you got the music. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Three home runs already given up. Third 20 or under with 10 home runs for Pak Jae-hyun. That's way up high at 2-2. Mary Kate is enjoying her day. We got the Kia cheerleaders and Kia winning. Swing and a miss. Look at this bat flip. Please show us the bat flip. All right, to Kim Do Young steps in, a double at a run scored in his first at bat, turns on that one and crushes it, but foul. The 0-1, a swing and a miss. 0-2. And rips that one into the netting. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch now sets up on the outside. Catches him looking at the bottom of the zone and back-to-back strikeouts, 2 away. Brings up a Na Sung Bung. Way up high to Na Sung Bung. 1-0. Na Sung Bung reached on an air in his first at bat. And outside, 2-0. Na Sung Bung. Sung Bung, Tigers up. Na Sung Bung. The 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. 2-1. Hopefully, there's some other games that are a little bit better today. And that's in there for a strike on the outside. 2-2. The 2-0 pitch, way up high, runs the count for our first full count of the day, ladies and gentlemen. What does the gas company need to tell me now? As he lifts that one up, a third baseman in foul territory makes the catch, and that will be out at number 3. But they had 2 more on a 2-run shot from Park Jae Hyun. We go to the third, 6-1. 4, 5, 6 coming up for Hanwha. Elsewhere around the league, it's so boring. LG is up a 2-0 against NC. How did they score? Oops, wrong button. Looks like OG Wan and Moonbo Gyung are both with some RBIs. And Samsung's up a 4-0. They scored 4 in the first inning. Top 4 guys all got on and scored. And then KT is up 1-0. How did they score? Looks like an RBI from Anhyun Min. NC just scored there. Top of the third inning. They've put up 1 run. They've got runners on first and seconds with nobody out. Is looks like a Pak Minu comes up with the RBI single. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. All right, so No Shiwan will lead things off for Hanwha. Again, into the cleanup spot, so that's in there for a strike. And the 0-1, this is in 1-1. Can Hanwha get guys on and then actually score them? That's something that they've struggled with a lot lately. Really relying on home runs. Really relying on home runs. That's in there for a strike. Yeah, and it's 1-2. And now without the Kangbae Ko for, I'm gonna say, a while. What are they gonna do? And the 1-2 rolls over, past the diving shortstop, and he's going to be on base for the second time today with another single. Hanwha already with 6 hits today. .50 pitches for Wang Dong-ha so far as Peraza steps in. Ball 1 up high, 1-0. Peraza. Peraza. The 1-0 is ripped into the Hanwha section, but foul. 1-1. Peraza RBI single in his first at bats. That is the 1 Hanwha lone run. Again, it wasn't a hard hit ball by any means. A kind of a Texas big league single out and left in between the running shortstop and Castro. Swing and a miss there. 1-2. Kiwi, did they say how long Kangbae Ko is out? Yeah, again, a side injury. At least, I would say 4 weeks. Way outside at 2-2. Misses up high, 3-2. First full count of the day for Hanwha. And the 3-2 misses up high, and he walks him. Second walk of the day for Hanwha. Runners now on first and second with nobody out. How long are they going to dance around with putting runners on base? Hanwha left 2 on in the first inning, 3 on in the second inning. They've got 2 on now with nobody outs. And Ha Saw stepping up. Kiwi, what are your thoughts on the special Kia uniforms? First pitch pops him up. A center fielder coming in. And 1 away. I did just get a new uniform today, Kiwi. There you go, Mary Kate. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, a new uniform. All right, to Kim Tae-yun steps in. I'll open it after this inning. Misses up high, ball 1. I don't know where you can buy a jersey. I just buy mine on my phone because I live in Korea. As the 1-1 is lifted up, as center fielder going at the warning track, though, makes the catch, and that'll tag up both runners. And runners now on second and third, but a 2 away for the number 7 hitter. What kind of a uniform are you looking for, Supreme? What team? What uniform? All right, Ito Yoon steps in now. Flew out to left in his first at bats. Looks at ball 1 up high, 1-0. I don't know if they do or not. As that misses outside at 2-0. You like a Tigers t-shirt jersey? Not a jersey. It's a jersey, but so there's no buttons. All right, Mary Kate, I'll get one and I'll wear it for you, and then I'll ship it to you. All right, the 2-0 pitch misses outside, and it's 3-0. As the 3-0 pitch misses inside, and he walks the bases loaded for Kiwi's boy. Kim Bum-soo already warming up. 64 pitches, but a ton of command issues. 2 walks this inning. And then that's in there for a strike. Rips it foul, 0-2. All right, the 0-2 pitch now to Park Jong-hyun into the dirt. So 1-2. And the 1-2 rolls over. The shortstop throws to second, and once again, they leave the bases loaded. 2 straight innings. They've left 8 on in the first 3. We'll go to the bottom of the third. 6-1. All right, ladies and gentlemen. My new uniform. My mic settings don't even allow me to open up a. All right. We got an NC Dinos new uniform, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I got the NC Dinos Teguki uniform. I wanted to get my name and number on the back, but I didn't think I was too worried about it taking too long. All right, we've got Umbrella Dance.
Thank you for the recommendation, Yagupan Chris.
Thank you, Chris. All right, 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up for Kia in the bottom of the third. Hanjun Soo 1 for 1 on the day with a huge 3-run shots that put them ahead. Kiwi, you ready for that on Saturday? We will be I never get over wearing a costume to go to a game. Yeah, now the 1-0 is lifted. It's going to drop down in front of the right fielder, though. And he is on base for the second time today. Does he speak English? I love that it is a Kim Sun Bin. I'm gonna send you a picture, Kiwi, of what it translates. So that's in there. So it translates Suri into sorry. All right, to Kim Sun Bin. 0 for 1 on the day. Or sorry, 0 for 0. He walked in his first at bats. Oh, he's like running back to the dugout to swing at that. All right, 1-2 pitch now. Fouls it away. Do you like the fact that he wears the largest uniform in the KBO? Best dressed ever. Woo! Well, that one got a little away. The 2-2 fouled away again. Stays 2-2. And 2-2 ripped into left field, and he is going to come up with another single. Runners on first and second. .31 pitches for him now. How much longer will he be in? As Kim O-young looks at a ball in the dirt. Man, did I pick a bad game to do. Hour and 20 minutes in, hour and 15 minutes in, and we're not even through the third inning. Swing and a miss, so 1-1. This is going to be a 4-hour game, ladies and gentlemen. That's a ground ball right at Noshiwan. Steps on the bag, throws to seconds. Not going to be able to turn 3. Fantastic play from Noshiwan there, though. Kim O-young over at first base after hitting into the 5-4 double play. And he moves a little fast, and he No Shiwan was a little too far off the bag to be able to turn three there. As that's in there. And the 0-1 pitch into the dirt. So 1-1. Park Song Jun, a fly out to center field in his first at bats. 0-1 on the day. 309 on the season, though. But again, 0 for 6 against Hanwha on the season. 1-1 pitch. Checks over on the runner. Yeah. Another check over on the runner. And they pick him off as he throws the third, and then they'll just tag him out. Oh, did they call a balk? Did they call a balk? Yep, they called a balk. Oh, yeah. That's a balk. Puts his foot back down and then goes. As the 1-1 pitch misses outside. The 2-1 pitch misses up high, 3-1. Mary Kay getting good use out of those membership. The old membership icons or emoticons or emotes or whatever you call them in this world. All righty, with a 3-1 pitch now. Ground ball right to the first baseman. Underhand toss, and that'll be a 3 away. 2 singles to lead off the inning, but a double play keeps them out of it, and that takes us to the 4th inning. Yeah, not looking good. Although it's the KBO, they could suddenly just start pitching really well. But it doesn't look good, no. Yeah, going under 10.5 with two number 5 starters out on the mound with against two pretty good offenses is not the best move. You never know. Maybe it could start pouring down rain, and they only play 5 innings. Because I mean, they nobody scored in the third inning, so maybe nobody scores for the rest of the game. Yeah, that's about your only option. All right, OJ Wan looks at to strike one at the top of the zone. Wang Dong Ha still out there, 69 pitches. Oh man, it's ridiculous, Jojo. I do wish they would bring that rule over. Misses outside. Like I think two is or three is too little. I think five for an at bat. Misses again. No, I'm saying that no, they play 9 innings, but I'm just saying maybe that's your hope that they only play that it starts to rain and they only play 5. That's your only hope of going under 10.5. 2-1 is in there for a strike on the outside. Kiwi, does OJ Wan have a song yet? Yeah, definitely zoomed. Time is called by OJ Wan. I would not call them hella good, but yeah, sounds like somebody's playing the didgeridoo. As the 2-2 was swing and a miss, and he's retired for the first time today. Third strikeout of the day for Wang Dong Ha. All right, to Chan Ho, and that's going to be a single through the right side. And more base runners for Hanwha, ladies and gentlemen. First time he has been on base today. All right, Moon Hyun Bin steps in now. Misses outside. They're going to check down to first. There's our guy. The ultimate, hey guys, look at me umpire. They're going to video replay now. Yep, he went. Pano Goga, swinging me dot. He's like, question me. All right, so Moon Hyun Bin, the 0-1 pitch. Turned on that one, and the right fielder is going to make the catch right at the wall. Moon Hyun Bin has had his last 2 at-bats have been well hit. That one a liner to right, and before that, so the ground ball up the middle would have been a hit had there not been the bases loaded. He is hitting the ball hard, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a matter of time before it starts to fall. No Shiwana steps up now. 2 for 2 on the day. After moving back in to the number 4 spots in the lineup. That's misses up high. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. Misses outside at 2-1. No Shiwan at 266 on the season. He's going to have to start to carrying the load, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Hanwha, so many of their runs come via the home run as he drops down to an E to foul it away. 2-2. 80 pitches now for Wang Dong-ha. Only 6-0. They better get up big. Kium's been known to come back from an 8-1 lead. I remember a game just recently that Kia was down 8-1 and they came back big. 2-2 pitch. Fouls that away. No Shiwan looks like he's hurt. Fouls that away. And the 2-2 pitch now. Watches it on the outside. And the 4th strikeout of the day for Wang Dong-ha. Hanwha, looking good. You only left 1 on base that inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. 6-1. Three for 12 with runners on base so far. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. All right, 9-1-2. Why the 6 or 7 innings? Oh, you mean the rest of it? I wouldn't. If you could sell it, I would be selling it quickly. 9-1-2 coming up for Kia. All right, to Kim Gyu Sung, 0 for 0 on the day. Ball one up high. Walked and scored a run in his first at bats. 1-0 misses outside at 2-0. That's in there for a strike at 2-1. If you had this game going under going 10 or under, I think you would want to sell that. That is a fouled away at 2-2. Yeah, can you some? Can you some? And he strikes him out looking at the top of the zone. Last time Kia struck out to start the inning, they scored 4. I know nothing about gambling. I just hear people is always saying, I'm going to sell it. Park Jae-hyun, 1 for 2 on the day, a 2-run shot in his last at-bats. Way up high, 1-1. Well, because I don't know anything about gambling. Kim Wong Bin? I have no idea. Who's that? All right, the 2-1 pitch now. Swings, it's a ball 3, skies it up. No Shiwan in foul territory, makes the catch, and 2 away. Kim Gyu Sung. Oh, yeah. Another strike there. Lee-gyo Hoon, 50 pitches out of the bullpen. Castro, 1 for 2 on the day. A check swing, a foul on ball 1. Stays 0-2. First time that Hanwha has gotten the first 2 outs against Kia. The announcers there. A little rough there. Into the dirts. 1-2. Announcers like, whoa. 1-2, way up at his head as he is falls down. Yeah, that's why I stayed away. That's why I stayed away from the North games today. Honestly, I imagine a lot of the games tomorrow and Thursday are going to get rained out also. But Kia is playing, or Kium is playing home, so I can always hop over to that game. As that one is lifted up, Noshiwan in foul territory again and makes the catch. That is the third time that he has made a catch in foul territory. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a 1-2-3 inning. Our very first of the day. We'll go to the fifth. 6-1. Only 6:07. Where are you at, Zhao? That's like Hong Kong time, Taiwan or Hong Kong, maybe Philippines. Probably, I'm guessing Philippines, Cambodia. Okay, like it's got to be Southeast Asia. I guess the Philippines is only an hour off. $7.08. Yeah, Kium's the only dome for now. So Kium has the dome. Kium doesn't own their stadium; it's owned by the city. So they are the only dome. It's also the smallest stadium in the league. But in 2028, SSG will open a new dome, and then in 2032, I think, or 2030, LG and Doosan will also open up a new dome. Yeah, Gochuk is awful. All right, Wang Dongha is still out there. He'll greet Peraza. Peraza, 1-for-1 on the day. RBI single and a walk. Fouls that right back into the catcher and then into the umpire. And the 0-1. This is up 1-1. Yeah, the dome is not pleasant. It's not particularly easy to get to. It's easy to get to if you're in Seoul on the subway system, as that pitch is way off the plate to 2-1. But around the area, there's not anything to do. The color is just very drab inside. There's so many bad sight lines, and it's the most expensive place to go. As the 2-1 is popped up, but will get out of play at 2-2. Can Wang Dongha get through 5 innings? He's been hit all day, 7 hits. Gave up 3 hits in the first, 2 hits and a walk in the second, a hit and 2 walks in the third, a hit in the fourth. The 2-2 is popped up. Center fielder underneath it, though. And no one away. All right, Haw Saw steps up. Looks at ball one up high. Saw 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out in his first at bat. Flew out to center in his second. Off the handle, but will get foul. 1-1. Jigen Saw. Zhao, you got a long time to go still. Did they give up runs, Arpo? The old F coming in. The 1-1 now lays off of it, checks down to first. Says he went around. They hit a grand slam. Was it an error that allowed him, Arpo? As the 1-2, a ground ball to the shortstop. Throws across. 2 away. Did EJ Hyun just come back today? Because he's been out, right? Kim Tae-yeon steps in now. And strike one at the top of the zone. Is Samsung finally at full strength then? Just catches the outside. So Kim Ji. Yep, they finally full on. Their bench is pretty weak though. Yeah, now the 0-2 just misses off the plate. I do like that throw there. It wasn't a setup in the other batter's box. It was, started pretty close to the zone. See if you can get somebody to cheat on it. As the 1-2 pitch lays off of that, and now this is what happens. Now you've got a 2-2 count. The 2-2 pitch lays off of it. It runs the count full. Second full count of the day for Hanwha. "97 pitches for the Kia starter. Sets up on the outside just above the knees and off of the handle. The first baseman makes the catch in foul territory, and that will be 3 away. 1, 2, 3, go Hanwha. Back to back 1, 2, 3 half innings takes us to the bottom of the 5th. It's going to end up being a 6-1 game, and everybody's going to be like, what the heck happened? Elsewhere around the league, It looks like NC is up 5-2 against LG as they put up 4. How are you safe? You still got 4.5 innings. I guess technically 4. Is LG gives up 4 runs in the top of the 5th. How did NC score? No home runs. Lote's up 4-1 against SSG. That's already in the bottom of the 6th inning. SSG scored 1 in the top of the 6th, and then Lote scores 4 in the bottom. KT is up a 2-1. They gave up 1 in the top of the 5th, and then got it back in the bottom of the 5th. Zanya and Mean on first. All right, Iminu out on the mound. Not closing anymore, ladies and gentlemen. 3.96 ERA on the season. As Kim Do-young waits on the first pitch, pops it up. A second baseman out into the grass, makes the catch, and yeah, but Steve, Hanwha is already on their third pitcher. Awesome bomb. And Iminu used to pitch for Kia. And the 0-1 in their first strike, 0-2. Nasung Bomb hitting a 500 in his career against Iminu. Yeah, but that was a very different game. The 0-2 pitch sets up on the outside, throws it into the dirt though. 1-2. Remember, Hanwha is without their best hitter. Since Kong Baek Ho is out for at least 4 to 5 weeks, I would say. As sets up on the outside. This is up high at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Brings up the number 5 hitter is Hanwha is suddenly pitching fantastic. After giving up a back-to-back singles to start the 3rd inning, nobody else has gotten on. Hangjun SOOP looks at ball 1 up high. 2 for 2 on the day, a 3-run shot in his first at-bat, a single in his second. Misses way inside, a 2-0. Yeah, that's what I say. 4 weeks is the minimum. Oftentimes, oblique and side injuries are a lot longer. As the 2-0 catches the outside. That's just, and I didn't see the level of injury, if it's a grade one, grade two, or what. Yeah, another 2-1 pitch. He lifts that one up, but the right fielder underneath it. And a 1, 2, 3 once again. We'll go to the break. I'll see you in a few. All right, Ito Yoon leading things off. Looks at ball one. Sung Young Tak out on the mound. Again, he was the closer. He has lost his closing position. I'm having more technical difficulties in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. And that's in there for a strike. Mm, we are in the sixth. Give me a break. I'm a one man crew. It's a foul away. LG added a 2 in the bottom of the fifth to bring it 5-4. The 1-2 fouls it away again. No 1 and 2. The 1-2 is right back up the middle, and Ito Yoon is going to be on base with a leadoff single. Yeah, it's raining hard. Did they cancel it? KT would get the win since it's they've played 5 innings. All right, Kiwi, get your vocals ready. First pitch lifted up. A diving catch by Kim Oh-young. What a catch by Kim Oh-young. Fantastic diving stop from Kim Oh-young. They're going to video replay whether he caught it or not. What a play. Fantastic catch out in center field. 반갑고 아웃입니다. All right, OJ1 steps in now. 2 for 3 on the day. Struck out in his last at bat. Looks at to strike one there, and it's 0-1. No, they went on at 8-24. So they just started it. That's a Mrs. Lowe. I thought that somebody was talking about earlier. All right, the 1-1 pitch now sets up on the inside. Almost hits him. 2-1. This is the biggest difference in the games is that Mrs. Lowe 3-1. Yeah, that's in there for a strike. Runs the count full. We'll finally get some music. Third full count of the day for Hanwha. And a ground ball, and that is going to get through. And Ito Yun is going to go first to third as OJ Wan comes up with his third single of the day. More hits for Hanwha. More hits for Hanwha, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, he has been absolutely ridiculous. Still can't put his own gloves on, though. That'll be it for Sung Young Tak. We'll have a pitching change. Che and Ho. I imagine that they're going to bring in Kim Bum Soo now. They had him warming up earlier. My buttons aren't working. That was awful, Kiwi. I'm proud of you, though, but that was awful. Yep, the old Bum Soo coming in. But they will try anyway. With Kim Bum Soo out on the mound, the 44 games, a 5.40 ERA. Come up to try to face these lefties. No idea, Damien. No idea. What's up? What's up, Ring? All right. So once again, Hanwha with base runners. They've left 9 on, even though they went 1, 2, 3 last inning. They've left the bases loaded twice. I have no idea. Seoul is about to 2 hours away. Or Suwon. It doesn't look like there's a lot. All right, to Che and Ho. Runners on the corners with just 1 out. Looks at strike 1, 0-1. It doesn't look like there's a lot of rain. So I imagine they'll play again. I have no idea, Damien. I don't know anything about gambling. That's a misses way outside 1-1. Yeah, definitely. How long they can play with it is the question. Again, Hanwha missing their big bat as that is lifted up. But Kim Do-young in foul territory makes the catch, and that's a huge out. As once again, they'll have 2 outs, and Moon Hyun Bin coming up. Where you at, Mary Kate? Aaron and Damien are gonna have a keyboard fight, a little keyboard war. All right, so Moon Bin. Moon Ben 0 for 3 on the day. His last two have been quality at bats that just didn't fall. And that's in there for a strike. And the 0-1 is swing and a miss. 0-2. Don't worry, Mary Kate. We'll take some videos this weekend as we're headed to Gwangju on a Saturday morning. All right, here we go. The 0-2 pitch now. Sets up on the outside. It taps the glove. Throws over to first instead, though. And that's going to be a ground ball. High chopper, second baseman grabs it, throws quickly, and that will be 3 away as they leave 2 more on base. They've left 11 on. So we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. They're done, Kiwi. I don't know. I haven't paid. I honestly, I don't watch a lot of TV news or anything. So I don't know at all. There wasn't any flooding here. And again, I'm about 2 hours from Daegu. So there wasn't any flooding here because I mean, I'm going on my walks each day. There was a lot more flooding or a lot more rain down south. Gotta have a reason to cancel it, Kiwi. Oh, this stupid commercial. Kim Jong-soo out on the mound now. Like, hey, Kim Bum-soo came out, so we need Kim Jong-soo. Jung Eun-wan over at third. There you go, Kiwi. You're getting some music day. Again, No Shiwan didn't look good. Kim Sun Bin. No Shiwan didn't look good whenever he was swinging his last at bat. And a ball, too. Again, Kim Sun Bin was the last hits that Kia had. That was in the 3rd inning, back-to-back singles to start start the inning as the 2-0 in there for a strike at the top of the zone to 2-2. I don't think I have his music, Kiwi. Yeah, Kiwi, I don't actually even have his music because he was in military, so it wasn't on the app. As that is a fouled away, runs the count full 3-2. Yeah, I've got Iwan Suk, Wang Young Mook, Pak Song An, Shimu Jun, Che and Sung, Ej Wan, Im Jong Chan, Jin Young, No Shi Wan, Che Jae Hoon, Kong Bae Ko, and Yu Min is the 3-2 pitch. Fouls that away. Because you're betting on Korean baseball? That's my guess. Da, 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 na, 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 na. And that's in there for a strike. Yeah, swing and a miss. Great defensive play, but a big swing and a miss there. 0 for 3 now on the day. All right, this sounds good. I'll still be here. Double check that that is working. I'm having some SOOP technical difficulties. YouTube is perfectly fine. As that's misses and it's 1-0. Can't swim, Trav. You can. How about you add that's a misses up high 2-0. The caught by the sag wagon. You can dedicate it to me. Pak Song Jun 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out to center in his first at bat. A 3-1 in his second. Fouls that away. Again, a hitless against Hanwha on the season. The 2-1 fouled away. 2-2. That's the bus that picks you up. As that's misses and runs the count full 3-2. So like there's a cutoff on hours and where you have to be at each point. And so it like you have to be at X points within at X amount of time or something like that. As the 3-2 swing and a miss. Two away. So when I was in Malaysia, I was in so much pain. I was from cramping. It was like 36 degrees. It was like 40 something with humidity. Is Park Jae Hyun first pitch pops it up. Oh, sorry, Kim Gyu Sung, shortstop, makes the catch, and they get a leadoff walk, but go 0 for 3 after. We go to the seventh inning. It's still a 6-1 game. This game was crawling along at a glacial pace, and now it's flying. Oh, Hanwha will have the 4, 5, 6 hitters. Rescued triathletes would probably be better. I don't think I don't know if they have them in marathons. I've never been rescued by one in a marathon. All right, to top of the inning, we'll have a new pitcher out on the mound also. Is Jun Song Hyun out on the mound now? Gotta up that vocabulary. Byonu Yuk takes over at first base for Pak Song Jun. All right, Jung Eun Won steps in. Again, I don't have his music anymore, unfortunately. And the 0-1 pitch. Oops. Oops. Let's try this one. All right, Jung Eun Won quickly down 0-2. And make that 3 pitches, 3 strikes. The extremely rare 3-pitch strikeouts from a Korean pitcher. So Peraza steps in. And misses up high, 1-0. Peraza 1 for 2 on the day, singled with an RBI to give Hanwha the 1-0 lead. Then a walk, and then a fly out to center. Way inside there, 2-0. And there we go, 1 in there for a strike. And a 2-1 rolls that one over foul, 2-2. And lifts it up. A left fielder coming in, makes the catch, and 2 away. Peraza doesn't look like he is happy to be here today. All right, Hanwha looks at just strike 1 down the middle, and it's 0-1. And that is going to drop down and roll into the corner. Castro will cut it off. Hanwha will be on first with a regular roll single, ladies and gentlemen. So. More base runners for Hanwha. They've had plenty of them all day long. Can they do something with them, though? Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oops. Kim Tae-yeon, 0 for 3 on the day. A big swing and a miss there, and he's behind 0-1. Well done, Aaron. And it's 0-2. Kim Tae-yeon looking for a hits. All they've done today is hit a singles. Way up and out of the zone. I'm going to test some music here, ladies and gentlemen. See if this works. Yes, it does. Sorry, that was a little loud. All right, the 1-2 pitch way outside at 2-2. Go. And the 2-2 sets up on the outside off of the handle, pops it up. Shortstop and third baseman arguing over it. That'll be 3 away. Once again, another base runner. Once again, they lead them on. They've only left 12 on so far today. They've got time for a lot more. We go to the bottom of the seventh, 6-1. Now I can double check the full music. All right, there we go. Oh, elsewhere around the league, Lotte's up a 6-1 now. NCLG tied at 5 now. Samsung still holding on to that to 6-4 lead against Kium, and then KT and Doosan still in a rain delay that started 33 minutes ago. I looked at the radar and it doesn't look like there's anything in the way. Sharps, I say, it didn't look like there was a lot of rain. At 9 o'clock, all right. Aaron with the updates. Doosan and KT are resuming at 9 o'clock. So in 2 minutes. Ooh, Kong Jae-min. Interesting here to bring in Kong Jae-min to face the 2-3-4 hitters, or the 1-2-3 hitters. Not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to say it now. I expect some runs here. That's it. Misses inside, ball 1. As Park Jae-hyun steps in, 1 for 3 on the day. A 2-run shot, a strikeout. Lifts that one up, but it will slice foul. 1-1. That's another ball, 2-1. And the 2-1 slaps that one foul, runs the count of even at 2-2. Do they usually play on Tuesdays, Steve? I thought they usually play on Wednesdays, right? The 2-2, nowhere near the strike zone, runs it full, 3-2. Fourth full count of the day for Kia. They're 0 for 2. And the 3-2, swing and a miss. Exactly what we all thought was going to happen. All right, to Castro, looks at the ball 1. He wasn't even attempting to swing at anything. Castro, solo shot in the first to tie the game up at 1. And then a strikeout and a pop-up to Noshiwan in foul territory. And that just catches the outside, 1-1. Castro. This is again at 2-1. Castro. Yeah, I thought it was Wednesday. That is lifted up. A center fielder going back at the wall, off the top of the wall. And Moonyon Ben can't find it. He finally picks it up. Castro unhooked the piano, man. You should be on third. I almost don't even want to play his music because he was so slow. Maybe. All right, Kim Do Young steps in now. Misses inside, 1-1. A 1-1 pitch sets up on the outside. It just misses a 2-1. Pops him up. Third baseman underneath it. Makes the play, and that will be 2 away. Brings up Na-Sung Bom, 6-5. Na-Sung Bom 0 for 3 on the day. Again, he was swing and a miss there. Just missed it. 365 with runners in scoring position on the season. The 1-1 misses away outside at 2-1. 18 pitches for Kang Jae-min here. And the 2-1 is popped up. Trying to get to it, but it will almost hit a cheerleader, and Mary Kate was going to be upset. 6-6. I told you got to watch out for Kium. They're known to come back from big deficits. The 2-2 pitch just sets up right down the middle, misses way outside, runs it full again. 5th full count of the day for Kia. And fouls away ball four, stays 3-2. All right, let's try it again. The 3-2 pitch to Na Sung Bam sets up on the outside corner. Catches him looking on a beautiful, beautiful pitch, and we'll go to the eighth. Still 6-1. Game is went from super fun and exciting to boring as could be. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Onda. Onda. Now, coming up, 8-9-1 hitters for Hanwha in the top of the eighth inning. Really has not had a lot of excitement in this game, honestly. Other games around the league, NC is now up 7-5. They were up 5-2. And then gave up 2 to make it 5-4. Then tied 5-5, and then now they're up 7-5. LG coming up to bat on the bottom of the seventh inning. KT and Doosan is still delayed. I thought you said it's starting at 9. Lotte with a 6-2 win over SSG. It's Jung Hae Young. Looks at just strike one. And the 0-1 bounces it into the dirt. 1-1. And he pops it up. The shortstop out into the grass. Makes the catch. And a Park Jung-hyun steps in now. 1 for 3 on the day. He had that great catch by Kim Oh-young, and that is in there for a strike at the top of the zone. I think that game is absolutely ridiculous, as that's going to be a ground ball. Third baseman grabs it, throws across, and 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup for Hanwha. The fact it's just back and forth. LG has not played well lately. But NC, the nice thing for NC is it's a Tuesday game, so their bullpen is kind of rested. Again, having 2 straight days of close games is usually not a good thing for NC, because their bullpen is just not very good. Is the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be off the handle, but it's going to drop down, and another hits. The 4th hit of the day for OJ Wan. I mean, NC's up by 2. I mean, I guess you'd have to take NC. I really don't know. I haven't paid any attention to the game or anything. I just know it's gone back and forth. Dude with 4 hits on the day, but as the Chano ground ball over the first baseman's head, and he's going to go to third. 2 more hits for Hanwha. Once again, runners on the corners. Is this where Hanwha finally starts to score some runs? They've left 12 on base so far today. As here comes Moon Hyun Bin once again. Once again, Moon Hyun Bin coming up. Moon Hyun Bin has had all day with runners on base. In the first inning, he left a runner on. The second inning, he left 2 runners on. No, he left the bases loaded. The 4th inning, he left a runner on. The last inning, he left 2 on. Misses outside, 1-0. 0 for 4 on the day with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runners left on base. Catches the top of the zone, 1-1. Misses low. 2-1. Fouls that away. 2-2. And fouls it away once again. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch now. Way up high and runs the count full 3-2. Are you? And the 3-2 fouls it away again. Hanwha Eagles. Oh, Hanwha Eagles. Oh, 최강 한국. And the 3-2 swings at ball 4. Does get a piece of it. All right, let's try this again, ladies and gentlemen. The 3-2 counts. And that gets through, and they finally get a run. Ball 7 denied too, Kiwi. All right, so we'll have a pitching change. What? Only 8 runs. You gotta keep 2 runs from happening in the next 7 outs. Tom, do you got the under also? Finally? Yeah, Aaron, I thought you said Guokdo Gyu out on the mound now to face Jung Eun-wan. But we'll have a pinch hitter instead, Han Ji-yoon. This is interesting. Thank you, thank you. And in there for a strike on the outside. Oh, Han Ji-yoon instead, as they go lefty, The 1-2, the 0-1 pitch now. Outside. 1-1. I finally got Jung and On's music. And then they take him out. I'm actually surprised they didn't go with Shimu Jun here. As that misses way inside. 2-1. Did you take Hanwha today? And the 2-1 is ripped into left field. Castro over his head, and that 1 run is going to come in. Moon Hyun Bin, is he going to come in also? No, they're going to hold him up. And just like that, it's 6-3. No, Moon Hyun Bin heads on over to third. Han Ji-yoon, and now over at the second, brings up Peraza, who's 1 swing away from tying it up. But Guak Do-gyu has to throw to Peraza, batting from the right side. Castro awful in left field. I have to feel like a better outfielder would have gotten both of those. Do they put the Shimu Jun over? So Han Ji-yoon is also done. It's first ever hits and first ever RBI. Now Peraza has to hit from the left side, ladies, or from the right side. This is not a good point for him. And first pitch is a foul away. Yep, Shimu Jun. Shimu Jun will go to shorts. Park Jung-hyun will head on over to third once they go play defense here. As the 0-1 pitch now. This is low, 1-1. Against lefties, he has 1 home run on the season. Yeah, another 1-1 pitch. This is inside. 2-1. Yeah, another 2-1 fouls it off for 2-2. Hanwha with 0 extra base hits on the day. This would be a massively huge if he gets one. Fouls it off as he almost hits his foot. 2-2 still. He's gonna get some extra grip 'em, stick 'em. The 2-2 pitch just sets up on the inside corner. fouls it off again. At least it's turning into a good game. Two on. Sets up on the outside. Swing and a miss, and that is a huge strikeout as they leave 2 more on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. 6-3 Kia. Again, he is just not very good from the right side. Hanwha, 14 hits on the day, 14 singles. Oh, 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up for Kia in the bottom of the inning. Out hitting your opponents, doubling your opponent's hit outputs, but your opponent is doubling your run outputs. The KBO, ladies and gentlemen. The KBO. All right, so we're coming back bottom of the 8th inning. The heck? And they had in the 3rd inning led off with 2 singles. They've had 1 hit since then. Pak Jae-gyu out on the mound. First time I've ever seen him. Oh, yep. Shimu Jun over to short. Pak Jung-hyun over to third. Yep. All right. Han Jun-soo looks at ball 1 up high. Han Jun-soo, 2 for 3 on the day, a 3-run shot, a single, and a fly out to right. Misses, and it's a 2-0. It is nice to see him using different guys for once, though, Kiwi. The 2-0 pitch in there for a strike at 2-1. All right. So while we got a little break there, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. That's a like over on YouTube. That's an up or recommendation on SOOP. If you want to follow me over on SOOP, next to my channel name is a little star. Click that. And the 2-1 ground ball to the first baseman. He'll get it underhand toss to the pitcher who actually covers the bag this time, and that will be one away. Well, the bullpen was so much better last year, but there's still no reason to not actually use a couple extra different guys. All right, so Kim Sun Bin steps in. 1 for 1 on the day, a couple walks and a hit. I don't think it'd matter, Mary Kate. They are massively wrapped up under all of that. Yeah, another 1-1 is slapped into right field. That is going to get down, and another on base for him. He's been on base 4 times today. I imagine that that'll be it for him. They often replace him. Yep, that'll be it for him. They'll put in some speed on the base pass. Kim O-young steps in now. Kim O-young 0 for 3. Flew out to center in his first at bat, a 5-4 ground out in his second, and then struck out in his third. Kim Min-gyu is the base runner. No 1-1. Yeah, another 1-1. Nope. Checks over on the runner once again. Oh, Kim O-young. Another 1-1. Nope. Checks over on the runner again. Aaron, I don't think your Hanwha bet is gonna work out. Oh, 1-1. Bad ball to throw on. Ooh, and Ito Yoon almost got him. Do I have Kim Min-gyu music? I do not. Kim Min-gyu, a stolen base there. Ito Yoon faked like it went into center field. He came off the bag, but he got right back on. Woo! Oh, again, that was a ball also. A super low throw. Or Kim O-young now, runner in scoring position. The 2-1 count sets up on the outside. Almost hits him. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch now sets up on the outside corner. And just catches the top of the zone. Runs the count full. Kia is still looking for their first hit with a full count. They do have one walk in this is their 6th full count of the day, ladies and gentlemen. And the 3-2 pitch. Runs it in and walks him. Brings up Byung Yuk getting his first at bat of the day. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. All right, Byung Yuk, 222 on this season, getting his first at bat on the day. First pitch is fouled back into Hanwha's mask. 0-1. Way up and in, 1-1. Versus his old team at 250. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Byung Yuk, I believe, was in the trade that sent Lee Jin Young and Lee Min-woo to Hanwha, as they decided to go with No Shi-wan instead of Byung Yuk over at third. Swing and a miss, and that's why. He was swinging before the pitcher ever released the ball. Oh, 2 away now. Brings up Kim Yu-sung. Kim Yu-sung 0 for 2 on the day. Walked in his first at-bat, came around to score. That is stroked into center field, and it's going to draw, and he dives for it. A bad dive by Moon Hyun Bin. 1 run is going to come in. Not a good dive by Moon Yun Bin. Kim O-young heads on over to a third.
Thank you for the recommendation, The Jungle.
What's up, Jungle? And misses way outside at 2-0. I don't. Moon Yun Bin shouldn't have been able to catch that. That wasn't the thing. It was the dive in center field. Like the outfield defense today has just been awful to watch. The 2-0 ground ball to the second baseman will throw to first. That will be 3 away. They get an insurance run, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go to the ninth inning. Oh, somebody else in the chat took 10.5 under. So Hanwha coming up. Let's see, 1, 3. With runners in scoring position? No, they're 3 for. I'm missing here. 5, 8. I think that's right. They are 3 for 11 with runners in scoring position. They are 7 for 22 with runners on base. The problem that Hanwha has isn't necessarily they're hitting with runners on base or they're hitting with runners in scoring position. As weird as it sounds, their problem is they have 14 singles. Jo Song-woo out on the mound. Yeah, they left 14 runners on base. So Jo Song-woo is now the closer for Kia. They've had so many closers already this year. Jang Hae-young started the season as the closer. Sung Young Tak took over as closer as issues there. And now Jo Song-woo actually closing out now because they've had so many issues. It is not the 10th inning, but all right, so Han Saw will lead things off. So 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up for Hanwha. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. You can or can't watch the game, Brink. As that's misses outside, 1-1. Their whole team was awful last year. That's weird. The 1-1 pitch in there for a strike, 1-2. All right, to Kim Yu Sung over at short, to Jung Hyung Chang in at short, to Kim Yu Sung over to second, Pak Jung Woo in left. So definitely going. Yeah, you're telling me, man. Uh, I'm not going to change it unless Hanwha gets a couple guys on base. Here we go. The 1-2 pitch to Han Song. Fouls it away. It stays 1-2. Yeah, they had a decent closer last year, but he was the closer at the start of the year. He ran into issues, so they went to Sung Young Tak, who was closing last year, and then yeah, so they just had a lot of issues in the back end of the bullpen. That is nowhere near strike zone. Jo Sang-woo actually was the Kium closer for a while, and then he went over to Kia, as again, Kium is basically a farm system for the MLB and the other teams. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled away again. Stays 2-2. So I don't think he was last year. Yeah, 3.70 ERA last year. Yeah, 27 saves. That's misses up high. Runs the count full. Fourth full count of the day for Hanwha. Sorry, fifth. Yeah, he was good last year. 3.79 ERA, 27 saves. Five straight years of 20+ saves, but 5.87 ERA this year. And then Sung Young Tak took over as the closer as he rolls that one, but it goes foul. He is really just ran into issues lately. A 1.55 ERA last year, but a 7.20 ERA in June and a 6 ERA in July. Again, a lot of these guys that are having some issues, they pitched way too long. There's the 3-2 pitch. Grounds it foul again. So the issue a lot of these guys have is they played last year. As soon as the season finished, they go to closing camp. Then a lot of the better players, closing camp, then they played against the Czech Republic, and then they played against Japan, and then they had a little bit off, but then they ended up going into WBC camp. Swing and a miss at the high fastball. 1 away. This score would be perfect for a lot of people. Jungle with the over, the 9.5 over, and the guy from earlier, the guy from Cambodia with the 10.5 under. Talk about two perfect lines, right? All right, so Kim Tae-yeon steps in. Nope, we've got a pinch hitter. Old Mookie. Where you at, Kiwi? Swing into the tip of the glove. Swing and a miss at a pitch he did not want to swing at. Yeah, Kiyomo. It also helps that Kiyomo was playing Hanwha, and Hanwha's not good. And lifts that one foul. Stays 1-2. The 1-2 fouls it into the gets a piece of the ball into the ball of Hanjun SOOP. Jo Sang-woo, 15 pitches already, only 1 out. The 1-2 pitch just sets up high. Swing and a miss on the high fastball. Going with the old high fastball. If only they would have listened to me 2 years ago. All right, the 2 away, down to their final outs. Hanwha bringing up Ito Yoon. That is not Ito Yoon, Jang Gyu Hyun. .333 on the season. The 1-0 in there for a strike on the outside, 1-1. Apparently, Hanwha's manager deciding that everybody gets to play today. Another 1-1 fouls it away. 1-2 is Hanwha down to their final strike. Yeah, they try again. Kiyomo tried to go with 2 hitters last year, and I wished more teams would go with 2 hitters. The 1-2 pitch, up and in at 2-2. They tried to go with 2 hitters last year, but they just went with 2 really bad hitters. And then again, this year they went with another really bad hitter, Brooks. All right, it's a 2-2 pitch. Rolls over. The second baseman isn't able to pick it up, but then re-grabs it and throws it to first to end the game. Brooks. 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 All right, ladies and gentlemen. He looks like a businessman. Oh, the amount of times I have thought about that. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, not really that great of a game. Started out with a lot of action. Again, Hanwha, they had hits. They hit all day, ladies and gentlemen. Hit all day until the 9th inning. But a leadoff single and then another single from No Shiwan put runners on the corner. Peraza comes up with a hit. That hit was been caught by most left fielders. Castro, not a good defense, not a good left fielder at all. Normally he plays first. So ends up scoring a run, but Castro makes up for it in the bottom of the first, hitting a solo shot to tie it up. Then you get into Kim Do-young with a double. Na Sung-bam ends up reaching on an air. They originally called it a hit, then they changed it Then right after that, Hanjun Su with the 3-run shot to put them up 4-1. That's all they needed. But in the second inning, again, Hanwha with base runners. They had a 2-out single. A 2-out single puts runners on first and third, then a walk. Now you've got the bases loaded, but a 6-3 ground out. So, yeah. See you, Supreme. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, I believe, is in Doosan and KT. But there is a lot of rain in the forecast, so it might end up just having to do the Kium game. So thanks for stopping by, those. So then we go to the bottom of the second. You get a leadoff walk to Kim Gyu-sung, and then a 2-run shot from Park Jae-hyun. That put them up 6-1. Then you go to the third inning, a leadoff single, a walk behind it, then a fly out, and another walk. So now you got the bases loaded again, and a 6-4 ground out. Oh, why is my stuff flashing? That was weird. All right. But anyway, then we go to the fourth inning. All right, bottom of the third inning, you got a leadoff single and then another single behind him. Runners on first and second. Kim Ho-young ends up hitting into a 5-4 double play. They almost turned 3. And then in Kia's offense just went silent. Third inning, or the fourth inning, though, for Hanwha, again, get a single, but 0 for 2 after that. Then the fifth inning, they went 1-2-3. This is the first time they went 1-2-3. Then in the eighth inning, you get a leadoff single, another single from OJ Wan. Again, he had 4 singles on the day, puts runners on first and third, but a pop up and then a 4-3 ground out ends up ruining that also. Then you go to the seventh inning, you get a 2-out single, but nothing after that. Then you go to the eighth inning. You get a 2 quick outs, then a single, another single. Then Moon Hyun Bin finally comes up through with a single, scores a run. And then Han Ji-yoon pinch hitting here. I thought that they were going to go with Shin Moo-jun. They ended up going Han Ji-yoon. RBI single for the run that they scored there. So 2 runs there in the top of the eighth inning. Bottom of the eighth inning, you get a 1-out single, a pinch runner there, stolen the base. Then a walk, a runners on first and second, and then Kim Gyu-sung ends up kind of blooping one into center field. Moon Hyun Bin, an ill-advised dive at it, allowed the runner to score, but at that point it didn't matter. Then a 1-2-3 ninth inning. So Hanwha, I didn't think that they had it today. Park Jun-young is had a good starts to his starts, but he hasn't overall pitched great. Wang Dong-ha has pitched well against Hanwha, so ends up getting the win. Ended up going 5 innings, throwing 98 pitches versus Park Jun-young, who only went 1 inning. So lots and lots of issues for Hanwha. They really don't have very good starting pitching. The good starting pitching they have can't go very deep. Now you've got Kang Baek-ho out. Yeah, I don't know how you pull that off. You have to be glad that Hanwha only had 14 singles. If they would have had 1 double, you would have lost. So, but elsewhere around the league, Kia, the 7-3 win here. NC holds on to get the 7-5 victory over LG. LG in an absolute free fall. Lotte with a 6-2 win over SSG. Samsung 8-6 over Kium, and KT and Doosan, they had the big long rain delay. They are at a 2-1, top of the 7th there. Doosan is up to bats, getting ready to start the 7th. So I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's game is supposed to be Doosan and KT, but again, it is monsoon season here in Korea, so tons of rain in the forecast. Kium is home against Samsung, so if that game does get rained out, I will prep the Kium game also. So thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow, 6:30. Hopefully I won't be late tomorrow. I will be late on Friday, but thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, until next time.